Hi, it's Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I wanted to do another Will I Buy It? And I'm kind of getting to the point where there are so many things out there that are really tempting me, and I have to really start making a list. I can't just go based on whim or if I see it right now, do I want it? So I hope you'll enjoy as we look through some upcoming purchases or new releases. I thought I would do this like twice a month. Some people do it weekly. I just don't purchase that often. And I wanted to make sure that I went over everything since my last one till now. So some of these things you may already know about, some of them might be brand new to you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being subscribed. All right, I'm just gonna move over and make a little room here so that we can throw up some images. I'm on Trendmood's website. All of these images are from Trendmood. This first one here is kind of interesting. It's the new Ultra Lip from Glossier. Now, I don't have any Glossier lip products. You might ask, how is that possible? I don't know. I actually love lip products. They're my favorite products. And this sounds amazing. It's a buildable color lip tint plus the sheen of a gloss plus the rich moisture of a balm. What? It's like all my favorite things. I've been loving glossy lipsticks. They only have 9 shades and it comes in their like millennial pink packaging, but there might be 1 or 2 shades in here that I would be the most interested in. And that would be kind of like the rosy nude shade and kind of like the deep plummy wine shade. There's a couple of other really pretty ones in here, but some of them are a little too brown for me or a little too pink. I don't know if I'm gonna pick this up yet, but this is definitely something that makes me go, ooh, now that looks interesting. The next thing here is the collab between MAC and Disney for the release of Cruella, this new movie that's coming out. Okay, so I'm not interested in the palette. I'm not interested in the liquid lips. What else is there? Lashes and a double-ended liner. No, no, no. The only thing that kind of catches my interest, and this is where I admit I'm not a MAC fan. Is that kind of weird? I know a lot of people love MAC and are devoted to MAC. I have tried to love MAC in the past. I've bought full faces of MAC. I keep going back, trying to see what all the hype is about, and it's just not for me. Do they have good products? Yes. Are they my staples? Nah. And I feel like for what they offer, I can find more exciting stuff in other places, but there is one lipstick here, and it's because I saw a friend wearing it on Instagram. It is kind of the hot red lipstick. She described it more as a fuchsia, so I don't know if the photos are lying based on the images that I have here, but it comes in interesting packaging. It has like Cruella across the bottom of the bullet, and then it has the lid to the packaging is split black and white, which I think is okay, fun, whatever. But for me, it's more the shade of lipstick, but I wonder if there is a dupe for this already in my collection. I don't know, I'm gonna do a little research because although MAC lipsticks are okay, they're not my favorite. I know they've got a ton of different formulas. There's just a lot of other lipsticks I reach for first. But it's the color, because I saw a friend wearing it. I was like, what are you wearing? She goes, the new Cruella lipstick, I love it. And I'm like, Looks like Artist Couture is coming out with some face powders and primer, and is it a lip oil? All right, so they have their multi-use beauty powder. They have 5 shades, $34. You can set, blur, and perfect the skin. Okay, so I like the idea. I have bought so many powders recently. I've told myself, no more buying powders. You'll never go through all the powder that you have. So no matter how interesting it looks, that's a no for me. As well as the primer. I like the idea of primer. The reality is I just don't use it that often. Like I'm not wearing any primer today. Didn't wear any primer yesterday. It's been more than a week since I've worn primer, and that was like the only time in the last like 3 weeks that I reached for primer. I don't prime that often. And I have a ton, and since it's not a favorite category for me, I'm definitely gonna skip this. The Silky Lip Oil is $20. It's supposed to hydrate. It's packed full of passion fruit, raspberry seed oil, and vitamin E to moisturize your lips. Okay, I don't know. This is probably not a release that's exciting to me, but I like that they're expanding their line, not just from highlights like they started out, but now into like eyeshadows and lip products and face powders. That's really cool. Oh boy, there's a ton of Colourpop. Let's just talk about the new one. It actually releases tomorrow. It's their Very Lovely collection for summer 2021. So I have not made it a secret that there is very little Colourpop that I love. Here's the hard part is I do love their Super Shock formula. I love their Super Shock eyeshadows. I do love their Super Shock cheeks. I did pick up a blush recently from them, and I still regularly use my Super Shock highlights. Love them so much. But most of the things that are in here are not that exciting to me. The eyeshadow palette is not tones that excite me. Are they pretty? Yes. Could you get a good look out of it? Yes. Does it make me want to buy it? No. But I'll tell you, there is one Super Shock highlight in here. It might be a little too deep for my skin. It's kind of like the peachy toned one that makes me kind of go, And then they have some lippy sticks. I do like the lippy stick formula, but I just find that I had a ton of them at one point and I just wasn't using them. So I probably wouldn't pick those up. I also feel like they go bad really quickly. They don't last as long as some of my other products do. And they do have a cream gel pencil. Are these liners? I don't know if they're eyeliners or lip liners because they have, I'm assuming they'll probably be lip pencils because they're in their lip pencil packaging and not in their twist up packaging for their cream gel liners. But this just says cream gel pencil. Lip pencil? Is it a new formula? I don't know. Okay. So I know a lot of people love Morphe. I am not one of those people. I think I like Morphe even less than I like MAC, and I kind of don't even like MAC at all. But I really don't like Morphe, and I would really see myself hard pressed to buy anything from Morphe. I've only bought a couple of things from them in the past, and they've been collab palettes, like Jaclyn Hill palettes like years ago, which I don't reach for. Some I've decluttered, and the truth is, everything they put out is not really that exciting to me. They have this new palette, and it's the 18H Sweet on Hue Artistry palette. It has kind of a pinky purple vibe. There are some blues in there, but it's obviously not a color story that I'm interested in. But what's interesting here is that they're putting 18 pans in a palette when I feel like trends are really moving towards smaller size pans, 4 pans, 5 pans, 8 pans. Like, it's really interesting to see them continue on in their everybody wants more and we'll give you more for less. And I don't know. Color story is not for me, but I'm surprised they're not moving more towards smaller sized palettes on the regular. I know they have some, but so Urban Decay is coming out with a collaboration with Prince. You've probably already seen this. What's interesting to me is this was just like pure nostalgia. I was born in the mid-70s, grew up in the 80s, so a lot of my musical influences hit when MTV started. Was it 81 that MTV started? But I remember watching a ton of MTV, and then later VH1, when it was still like all music videos and stuff. And I'll tell you, I loved Prince. I always was like so curious about how, like, a lot of 80s rockers would wear like eyeliner and stuff and dye their hair and get perms, and he had this rare confidence not just to wear like eyeliner or guy liner. Like, he went beyond. Like, he did all sorts of stuff. I remember at one point, like, boy, look at his lipstick. Like, I was really like, I loved it. So I've always loved his personal style. I've always loved the music that he's made, but I don't know. It kind of, I hate to say it, it kind of feels like a cash grab. I don't know. Okay, some people are gonna love it. Some people aren't gonna. I'll just tell you, the one that is the most interesting to me and feels most like Prince is the kind of the purple pink palette, but I don't wear those shades. So I definitely, I would buy it for $55 for nostalgia. I'm not gonna do that. All right, the other one may be a little bit more because it has some more golden tones, but still, I don't wear a lot of those shades. I feel like they missed an opportunity to include like a lipstick, like maybe like a little red Corvette lipstick or a raspberry beret lipstick, or even shades like that in these palettes. Because like Prince really broke a lot of boundaries when it came to style and makeup and beauty, and kind of paved the way for people to, doesn't matter what your gender is, wear what you want to wear what makes you happy. I remember him in his like super high-heeled shoes during performances. I was just like, I loved all of it. And so I don't know. I don't really feel like any of these products are calling my name. I think this is going to be something that I skip over. But I do see how there could have been an opportunity to do a little bit more, and maybe, I don't know, I'm not sold that these are the perfect shadows. The other thing is, I haven't really been loving Urban Decay for a while, and this just seems like a missed opportunity for me. But I'll tell you, that purple palette feels, I don't know, maybe it's just because it reminds me of Purple Rain. Remember when the song came out and when the movie came out, I wanted to go so badly, but my parents wouldn't take me. So I had to watch it later. But it was one of those moments that I really remember, but this doesn't excite me the way that Prince's music and his personal sense of style excite me. Looks like Good Molecules has a new glycolic exfoliating toner. Does it say what the percentage of glycolic acid is? I'm gonna zoom in here and take a look. No, but it does say that it's formulated with glycolic acid and galactomyces ferment to gently remove dead skin cells and promote glowing skin. All right, so you're getting 4 mils. Looks like it's $14. That's a really good price, I feel. The glycolic acid toner that I have been using just occasionally, you know, every now and again, is the one from The Ordinary. I think there's an 8% glycolic toner, 7 or 8%. And it works really well. I like it. It's not hydrating. I don't think it has the galactomyces ferment in it. I don't know that it has hyaluronic acid, but there's other ingredients in here that are going to help to nourish the skin. This might be something I'd be willing to try. I'm probably not going to buy it right now, but when I run out of all the exfoliating toners, this might be one on my list. And since it's now being sold at Ulta, that would be awesome. Benefit has a Hoola face palette out. This is interesting to me because I feel like they put out some other face palettes recently that had blush and highlight and I think maybe a bronzer in there, but they only put in one shade of bronzer, which really wasn't good for, you know, reaching a ton of different skin tones, people who have different needs there. But this is interesting because this has Hoola, which is the original. It has Hoola Light, which is my favorite. That has Hoola Caramel from medium to deep skin and Hoola Toasted. So it doesn't have their new Hoola Glow. It has their 4 shades of Hoola in here. I feel like Hoola's a great product, but the only one that works for me is Hoola Light. Anything more than that, and I start looking like I have rubbed dirt on my face. They're calling this their Contourist palette. It comes in a square cardboard package with a mirror. The one thing that I like about this is, you know how if you get the original Hoola or Hoola Light or whatever, it comes in those little cardboard boxes that you have to really stick your brush in and you have to have the right brush to fit because the walls come up so high. At least here, you know, the pan meets the edge of the cardboard. I feel like that's a bonus. So I'm definitely not getting this. If you use various shades of Hoola, you might like this. This next release kind of excited me because it's lipstick. And the bullet is so beautiful. It's from Melt Cosmetics. They're coming out with the Nudes, Nudes, Nudes collection. It's 11 lipsticks in a range of neutral tones in their ultra matte, I almost said ultra matte finish. And it has upgraded sleek packaging, so they're $22. I feel like that's a pretty good price for a high-end lipstick. It's not luxury price. But if I'm looking at the swatches, some of these are definitely darker than I'm comfortable wearing and a little more brown leaning. There might be 1 or 2 that I would be interested in, maybe Tease and Working Girl. But I think about it, I already have shades that are similar to that. I don't know. I haven't tried any of the lipsticks from Melt. If you have any suggestions as to whether, yes, the formula is good or no, you can skip on it, let me know if you've tried any of these. But they're also going to be doing a pro lipstick case for $45 that holds up to 40 Melt lipsticks, which is kind of cool, but it's not how I store my lipsticks. So there you go. I don't know. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. So it looks like Makeup Revolution is coming out with a new line of face and body makeup. I know a lot of people have face and body makeup. MAC has one. Makeup Forever has, like a lot of people have a makeup that's for face and body. And it looks like there's 15 shades, and the foundation is $18. But what's interesting here, and I was like, what? They also have a body fixing spray. And I'm like, okay, is that like a setting spray? Is it just for your, but it says body fix. So the only thing I can think of right now is You know, where I live, we get up to triple digits for a couple of months a year in the summertime. I can see myself like, you know, putting on my body makeup and then powdering it and then spraying it with this body fix and then starting to perspire or something and seeing like little rivulets. I don't know. I don't know. And how is this body fix different than just a traditional like makeup setting spray? Maybe it's the size. You're getting 8.5 ounces, well 8.45 ounces here. And they do also have a body blurring stick. When did we need to fill in pores on our body? I don't know. I don't know. This is a no for me. BH Cosmetics is coming out with a collection. It might already actually be out. It's their Say It collection. And it comes with some eyeshadow palettes that are 9 pans. I do like the BH formula, but the thing that kind of gets me is that I'm not the sort of person who needs like the outside of my eyeshadow palette to have expletives on it. And it's maybe because I've got 11 and 13-year-old kids in the house. It could be that. But it just kind of, I feel like it's a little late. I remember when NARS was using, you know, names that were very sexual. I know that there are other companies that have done things like that. I remember Urban Decay used to use a lot of stuff like right when they first came out in the 90s. It was very like sensational. And I feel like it's a little late to the game for that. And since that's not something they're known for, like how many versions of Orgasm from NARS is there? Like, you know, and I just kind of feel like this is trying to cash in on something that I don't know that needs to be cashed in on. I don't know. I'm not interested in the eyeshadows. I know there's more to this collection. They have vegan eye brushes. They have shimmery glosses. It's not really calling to me. So Il Maquillage is collaborating with Carly Bible, and they have Moonstruck face palettes. They're $54. They have a mineral baked matte bronzer, a baked highlighter, a pressed blush, and a pressed highlighter for light, medium, and dark skin tones. Now, okay, fine. The one thing that kind of drives me crazy is the placement of the pans, and I'm usually not too distracted by that. And for me, it's not that we have, you know, 2 rectangular pans and 2 square pans. I think what really gets me is the fact that there is so much wasted space. This could be so much smaller. Why does it need to be this big? And all I'm thinking of is like, where would I put something like this if it has all this extra wasted space? I don't know. They are also coming out with lip liners, lipsticks, brushes, and they do have like a full bundle of lip products as well as like the full collection. So Colourpop has collabed with Barbie. This is a collection that's already out. I was never one of those kids growing up who loved Barbie. I think I had one Barbie. I think it was Malibu Barbie in the early 80s. And my brother and we chopped all of her hair off so she had like a buzz cut. And then he grabbed one leg and I grabbed the other and we wishboned her. I think we drew with like permanent marker on her face too. She was just not the type of doll I liked. I was more your Cabbage Patch girl, I had a ton of Sanrio plushies, so I loved like the Twin Stars and I loved the Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty was my favorite. Anyway, so Barbie she didn't look like anybody I knew. She didn't look like my mom, she didn't look like my aunts, didn't look like my cousins, so I don't know. But I will tell you, there is a little bit of fun nostalgia with this. And I love how they really went in hard for the Malibu Barbie Dream House colors. The pinks, the turquoises, like the pink packaging, that bubblegum pink. It is so Barbie. It is so not me, but I can see that people are gonna love this. But it's definitely not something that I would pick up, but it does look like a fun collection. This is interesting to me. I love the colors of this collection, and I think it's great because it brings such a wide range of inclusivity. It's from Dose of Colors. They are collabing with Nina Tang, and I love the coral lip set, only I don't love Dose of Colors liquid lipstick formula. So there is a liner, a gloss sequins, a matte lipstick, and a classic lipstick in each set. Each set is $49. There's the Nima's Coral Lip and the Nima's Nude Lip Set. I think this is a great idea, and I don't know, part of me wants to know if I can buy just the orange lipstick? I don't know. Jouer has a summer release. The palette to me is really forgettable. It's their French Riviera collection. And they're asking $34 for their eyeshadow palette, which has 9 pans in it. I like that it's smaller, but I'm not living for these colors. And maybe it would be I need to put my fingers in there and swatch them all, because some of them look like they could be really pretty. But there is one image here that has the whole thing swatched out, and it has an interesting kind of duochrome that is kind of blue in there, bluey silver, but it doesn't really seem like it goes with the rest of the collection. That's just me. But what does kind of interest me, and I've been buying too much blush recently, is their blush duo sticks. They have 2 creams on a dual-ended packaging here. It looks like their blush and bloom cheek duos are $32. I don't know. Looks interesting. This kind of caught my attention because I love Edna Mode, but Ciate is collabing with Pixar, and they have an Edna Mode collection. All I can think of is when she's trying to get into her workspace. Edna Mode. And guest. It's like all of the guns come down. Anyway, I love The Incredibles and I love Edna and I think it's hilarious. But this is not a collab that I'm gonna pick up, but just seeing her face on something makes me happy. Victoria Beckham has a new bronzing duo out. I almost bought this the other day. I'm still like right on the edge. I really have been liking cream products recently. This looked really gorgeous to me. My favorite part about it is that the packaging is refillable. So you don't have to pay as much for the pans. What's interesting on Victoria's website, when I was there a couple days ago, the pans, although they were listed as available for purchase, they were all out of stock. And I think it's because it's a new product and they want you to buy the full packaging. The full packaging, by the way, is $58. And they have 5 different shades. I think this is gorgeous, but I'm kind of dithering between this and the one that Wayne Goss came out with. I really like Wayne's powder products, but I don't know. I haven't tried anything from Victoria Beckham, and this really kind of caught my eye. Let me know if you have this, if you've tried it, what your thoughts are. So there's a new brand out, and I kind of go, is it really a new brand? It's called Relove by Revolution. So it's another Makeup Revolution brand. And I know they've got like a ton of like sub brands, but okay, let's just say it's a new brand. And the things that they have out right now, they have super matte pressed powders. They have the 12 shades for $5. They have their Color Play and Power Shadow Palette. They're $3. These kind of look to me like they are coming for e.l.f.'s, you know, they're coming for e.l.f. at the drugstore. $3 eyeshadow palettes, and instead of only having 4 shades, these have 6. They're coming for you. They also have a Power Lash Volume Mascara for $3. They have a Super Serum Foundation for $6. They have glosses for $3, balms for $3. They have blush duos, just like e.l.f. does, for $3. And they have a $3 highlight. There's a ton of other stuff. I don't know. This is interesting. Would you be interested in seeing me try some of these things? I don't know that they would be very good. I hate to say that, but that's kind of what it makes me think of. But sometimes, I don't know, I like being surprised. Tarte looks like they have a new foundation out. This is their Hydroflex Serum Foundation. It's supposed to look and feel like skin. That's a huge trend right now. A lot of, you know, hydrating, glowy foundations. It's lightweight, also a big trend right now. Skincare infused, they have 32 shades. This serum foundation is supposed to look and feel like your skin. It's supposed to be lightweight. It's also supposed to be infused with skincare. And I feel like all of those things are really kind of like, you know, hitting the mark for what we're seeing a lot right now in the market over the last year. We're a trend towards more glowy, more skin-like, sheer, lighter weight coverage, your skin looking like your skin. And I don't know whether that's because a lot of us haven't been wearing as much foundation in the last 14, 15 months because of the pandemic and having to wear masks, or whether it's just, you know, you go really, 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 really matte and then the pendulum has to swing back the other way to more natural and glowy. It does have hyaluronic acid in it, has niacinamide, has vegan collagen complex, it has marine plants, sea daffodil. Is there a sea daffodil? I didn't know about that. Anyway, it's supposed to keep your skin looking refreshed and hydrated. I don't know how it wears. This doesn't really call to me, but I could see where this would really be interesting to some people. All right, so the last thing I want to talk about is something that I've already ordered. It's from M Cosmetics. It's their new Moonbeam Cushion Highlight. They have 3 shades of this. And when they debuted it on Instagram, kind of like just the image of the compact, like Any guesses? I was like, oh, please tell me it's a highlight. I feel like this style of highlight works really well with the products they already have because they have a liquid blush. They do already have a cushion compact for foundation, and the M Cosmetics approach is kind of you but in color and glowy. So I was not surprised that this was a highlight. I do like the shades they have. I ordered the shade Halo, which is their neutral gold, and it should be coming soon. But I saw this and I was like, yes, I need. But I love M Cosmetics. It's like M can do no wrong in my book. I love the brand. I love Michelle Phan, and I do like its more minimalistic approach where it's not like, 50 different eyeshadow palettes and like, 1,000 shades of lipstick. I like that they really carefully curate what they add to their collection and to their makeup line. And I do feel like even though they do have glowy blushes, like their serum blush is naturally glowy and their baked blush has a little bit of radiance in it, I feel like it really was time for a highlight. I like this a lot. Thank you so much for watching today. I would love to know if you have seen any of these and you're like, oh, yes, like me and the M Cosmetics, like highlight, yes. I've been really, really intrigued by some of these products. Other ones, I'm just kind of like, yeah. And then there are some that are solid, like, no way. And I do feel like a missed opportunity. And maybe that's just my perspective. Let me know if you have a differing opinion or if there's something out there that I missed that you think I might be interested in. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have an incredible day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.